I know what you're thinking right now. How does he get those juicy curls? You're not getting these juicy curls. But here's something I can tell you. Have you ever noticed how pushy not only realtors but lenders and everybody who's in the real estate industry seem to be like, buy a house, buy a house? I can train you guys to make sure to know what the tactics that they're using and how to catch that first off, because you're gonna know within the first like 5 minutes of a conversation with a realtor or lender if they have these sales tactics, right? But maybe it's like a high pressure situation and they suddenly start coming out with this really nice script and you're like, yeah, maybe you're right, maybe I should do this. No. So in today's video, we're going to chat about just that, sales tactics and negotiation tactics to avoid when you're looking for a house, when you're talking to a realtor, when you're freaking negotiating on OfferUp. Dude, I am the best OfferUp negotiator. You have no idea. It's the juicy curls. One of the things that they love doing is, remember when someone would call, hi, this is Javier with the whatever team at Big Brokerage. How can I help you? Yeah, I'm outside of this house here and I'm looking for some information. Oh yeah, that house. What a good, great house, right? Yeah, let me just pull up that information, and while I pull that up, let me ask you some questions. So how long have you been looking for a house for? We have information that you want, and we're gonna hold from giving you that information until we get more information out of you, because our goal is to try to convert you into some kind of appointment or pre-qualification so they can mark you on the whiteboard as a pre-qualification or an appointment for that day. And when I used to be in sales, like heavy sales, I like, oh my gosh, if I had my 3 appointments in that day, I would be like shouting from my small cubicle. You look at the numbers and everything can be calculated. After a certain amount of calls, you're going to get this amount of appointments and you're going to get this many clients. So they're asking you these questions that kind of start preparing you, and they might throw in things like I hate when they, not necessarily the real estate agents, anybody, they try to find something that's similar that you both like for example, I get this all the time. Like if I get a salesperson, by the way, if you're a salesperson that's ever called me, I'm sorry, I'm literally the worst person to talk to. But I had a salesperson I had to talk to them too. I don't remember why, but you know, he was like, oh yeah, your name's Javier, huh? I'm like, yep, my name's Javier. Oh man, está muy caliente afuera. You know, he said something in Spanish, right? So I know, because I've been trained in sales, that he's trying to say something that's like related to me. Like, oh, he probably speaks Spanish. Let me try to win his trust over. I'm like, oh yes, yes, he speaks Spanish too. I can trust him, right? Or it might not be that for you. It might be like, man, it's freaking hot. Oh yeah, and did you see the Cardinals game? Whatever they can get that's similar, they're going to try to talk about it so that way you feel more comfortable with them. When they do finally give you that information, let's say, okay, yeah, it's available still. It's for sale for $420,000. You want to ask if it's actually available and active. Like, is it available? Can I go see it today, or does it have offers? And because what a lot of them will do is they'll say, yeah, it's available. I can go meet you today at 4. And then you show up at 4 and they'll be like, oh, guy, actually, this has already have multiple offers on it. You know, we already kind of missed the ball on this one. But hey, I have these 2 other houses planned in the same block. Why don't we just go look at them right now? They got you. So follow-up question, is it available or is it really available? I don't want to go look at it if it's not available. If they, yes, it's still available. I can be there today at 4. Okay, great. If you don't have a realtor, yeah, I mean, you can go meet them, sure. Sometimes they give you the impression that they're going to give you a better deal if they do it and whatnot. That usually doesn't happen. Technically, an agent that's a dual agent working buyer and seller cannot disclose like personal information from the other side. They have to keep things mutual. So if they're telling you secrets about the seller, they're already breaking the law. So first of all, but don't think you're going to get some kind of tactical advantage by working with them. If you know the house is available and you are interested, maybe you should at this point call the realtor that you've been thinking about working with, or maybe you should have started researching prior, or maybe really ask yourself, am I ready to look at this house? Am I pre-approved? Am I pre-qualified? Same thing. Are you pre-qualified, pre-approved? Have I already kind of talked to 1 or 2 realtors and lenders to see who I want to work with? Then you should be doing this. This is what you want when you're trying to get information. This is what you say. You go, hey, I'm outside of this house. I want to know the price and the square footage, and I actually have a realtor. He's not with me right now. Can you just tell me? You're going to see their demeanor just boom. If you find out that person's already represented, it is actually like you're crossing a boundary or agency lines by trying to recruit that person, like trying to come over here. So even if it's not true, I know I'm I'm getting mischievous here. Only say this if they're trying to be pushy, okay? Like if you feel like it's gonna be a pushy conversation. That's the phone tactics. This is like before you've hired your realtor. Let's say now you hire your realtor lender, you're out looking for a house, and you found it. You found the house of your dreams. And ooh, there's other people looking at it too. They're right after you. You're starting to get that gut feeling like, oh my gosh, this could be it. It's time to make an offer. Well, what now? You need two things to make up your own conclusion on what offer to make. Do you have a paper and pen out right now? Okay, while you pull out that paper and pen, let me tell you something. If you're looking for an agent, go to homeandmoney.com/Javier, link in the description. Also, make sure to join my live streams on Saturdays. They're really amazing. And make sure to join my Discord server of like 700 plus people who are doing what you're doing right now, learning. Okay, paper and pen out. Well, number one, what is the offer situation? How many offers do they have? If your agent's skilled, maybe you can try to find out what's the highest offer they have. Get a feel for the situation. The second thing is try to find out what the seller's motivating factors are. You don't need to know why they're selling and did their parents beat them when they were kids and their dad forgot to go to the greased play they did at your high school, and you were actually the lead Kaneki, and you sang Greased Lightning, and your dad did it. I think he was late to the performance, so he missed your performance. No, you're not looking for deep stuff. You're just looking like, okay, Mr. Seller, are you buying another house? Okay, great. Now we know two things. Now, if they're buying another house, then that means they probably need a post-possession. So knowing that information is going to be crucial. What's important for them? They need to close by a certain day? Are they concerned about the repairs of the home? Are they, whatever the motivating factors are, just get to know a little more about the seller. Make sure the seller isn't just two names on a contract. You want to have your agent at least ask some, a lot of agents are going to be like, yeah, this is the situation with the seller. So have your agent ask those preliminary questions. It's going to help you so much. Okay, so now you know these two things. That's all you need to make an offer. I tell my folks, when you're ready to make an offer, just tell me. I will call and find out the situation, and then I will call you so we can discuss strategy. If you're trying to be a lowball loser, as I was gonna say, let's call him lowball Louie, and trying to, I'm gonna try offer 20K under, blah blah blah. Well, if you know it's a multiple offer situation with offers above list price, you're literally wasting time. Just acknowledge, I'm wasting time. I want to make this offer. What I tell people in that situation is, great. This is a practice offer. We're gonna just sign it, and we're gonna practice the process of making signing an offer. Now, if you're making a strong offer, you might not be first, but it's close to that. That's okay, because the first and second and third top offers might back out before they accept the offer because they're probably making multiple offers, and it gives you the chance to get it. I literally just got somebody, shout out to Eric and Samantha. We were like option number 3. They called us Monday at night saying, hey, you guys still want the house, because option 1 and 2 bailed on them. No big deal. Your realtor's commanding you what you need to make in an offer. For example, let's say it's a $300,000 house. It's a multiple offer situation. Your realtor says, you need to make an offer at 330, waive your inspection, waive your appraisal, let's go. But you're the boss. You're writing the contract. If your realtor's dictating you what you need to do to get the house job done without you asking first, that's already a red alert sign for me. Like, whoa, calm down. You're smart, you're capable. I'm pointing at you, okay? You're smart, you're capable. You know the market's crazy. You know that you might have to go above and beyond. And the realtor's there to kind of guide you. So for example, you can be like, well, how's that look? If I want to do this, or how can I be competitive? What can we do with the appraisal? Whatever. They can be there to guide you. But I've heard so many times where literally the client just receives the contract to sign without even talking like what the strategy is. I don't blame them. Maybe they're having a bad day, and maybe they're just like, I need to take control of the situation. But everybody has like this certain comfort zone area that you have to experience for yourself. For some people, they get it right away. Like they're just like, you know what? Let's make a really crazy offer. Let's get this house, right? Initially, but that's rare. But for some people, it might be 1 week. It might be 2 weeks. It might be the first 2 or 3 offers you make. You're in that comfort zone where you're still scared and you don't want to go too crazy on the offer. You're just, I don't know. And eventually you get to the point where you just kind of, not snap, I would say snap, but you finally just like, oh, okay, these are the offers that have beaten me before. Now I know what I need to do to get this house. No one should rush you from that phase. And it sucks. Yes, you might lose a house or two, but no one should rush you through that comfort zone area. And most good realtors know this. And that's why I tell people I'm going to try to find out what beat us so that way we can learn from it and we can grow. And sometimes they can't find out what beat us, but it's important that you learn and grow. You can't just keep making the same offer over and over and over again and expect the same thing to happen. If you heard anything while this video was going, it's the collective moans of all the realtors and lenders out there saying, why are you telling them all this, you know? Dude, the first thing realtors get taught out of real estate school, if they join like a reputable organization, is to sell and to do scripts. This is the stuff that they're taught. Do with this information what you will, young Padawan.